All right, we're about to get underway here. Third game and final game of pool play. Pure Edge in the white sweaters. APS, not quite sure where these folks are from, but APS in the blue sweaters. Face-off controlled by Pure Edge. Weisner plays around the net, trying to get it out. Quick line change here, not sure what's happening. Moragas comes off the ice. APS keeping the play alive. Brown trying to disrupt that play and keep it out of the zone, but APS keeps it in. APS going to circle around the far corner there, trying to bring it behind the net, behind Stewartson. Battle in the corner. Puck fed up, and it does just get out. Left D can't quite keep it in. They'll play it back to the right D. They'll circle up here in the neutral zone. Pure Edge picks off the pass. Weisner trying to clear it out of there. Doesn't quite get it out. It's a chip back in. Lang will run that down behind his own net. Trying to play it up and out, but picked up by an APS player, but across the crease. Quickly turned away by Weisner. Chipped in the neutral zone. Nobody home. Moragas off the bench. Must have had some sort of equipment malfunction. Not sure he came off the ice quickly after that first shift. Back on the ice. Shot off the side of the net. Nothing doing there. Stewartson had it blocked. Went off the iron, back into the corner. APS trying to get something going here on the side of the net. Centering pass right up in front of Stewartson on his pads. He covers it up after the save. Just kind of bounced around in front of his leg pads there. Had the puck corralled. Face off, controlled by Pure Edge. Moragas trying to break it out, gets it over to Hargadine. Hargadine spins around, trying to evade a defender, gets across the blue line into the zone. Trying to make a play. Back over in front, right in front, backhand attempt by Moragas, doesn't get through. Moragas had a shot there, just couldn't get a good stick on it. Vondrick back on D, Leaf back on D as well. Forces their man to the outside, good poke check there by Vondrick. Loose puck bangs off the side of the net. Hargadine trying to pick it up, lost the handle. Centering pass comes off the side of the net, and they score! Stewartson didn't see it. Just kind of a tap-in play there as the puck went off the side of the net. Caromed off the corner. Came right in front. APS tucked it in there. Stewartson, I don't think, saw it. It's kind of a unsuspecting play there for a moment. Just banged off the side net. Didn't look very threatening, but loose puck bounced right in front, tapped in by APS. That guy up 1-0. APS controls the face-off. They'll play it back to the right D. Right D settles up, plays it off the boards, trying to get in the neutral zone. Right winger, number 16, breaks it across the blue line. Phillips in on D. Phillips plays a man, picks his pocket, plays it up to Masters. Masters trying to clear it out, gets it over the zone, chips it ahead, looking for Weisner. Weisner with a good forecheck, picks up the loose puck. Weisner circles around, tries to keep the play alive, keeps in the zone, plays it over to Phillips. Phillips right in front. Quick shot goes wide right. He'll float back to the D. APS trying to clear it out. It's kept in though. Stevenson on D. Kept in by Hodgson. Hodgson on forward, chips it ahead, keeps the play alive. Phillips and Stevenson back on D. Brown in on forward. Brown and Masters on the forward line as APS comes across the zone. Picked off by Phillips. Phillips loses an edge though, goes down. APS right in the slot. Shot turned away by Stewartson. Brown picks up the loose puck, trying to play it back. He plays it right over to an APS stick. Shot, wide left, goes into the corner. Brown trying to clear it out of there, doesn't quite get out, goes to the left D. D to D over to the right D. Masters trying to intercept that. Shot right off Stewartson. Saved by Stewartson. Brown picks it up, trying to clear it out. Goes right off an APS stick. Can't quite clear the zone. APS keeping the play alive. Pass over the slot. Shot blocked by Stewartson. Stevenson trying to clear that out of there. Hodgson and Brown in the corner trying to dig it out. APS plays it back to the left D. Lazy shot from the left D. Goes behind the net. Bounces over the right winger. Phillips in pursuit. He chips it ahead. Tries to get it over to Masters. They clear the zone. Masters chips it ahead. Chip back into the neutral zone by APS though. Finn Majors is there. Finn Majors and Masters trying to clear it out. Can't quite get it out. Shot coming. Doesn't quite get through. Stevenson blocks that. Stevenson blocked it. Came up to Brown and Brown chipped it out. Line change for Brown. He heads to the bench. Whole house change. Lang comes out. Vanderpool comes out. Hargadine is out. APS resets, but Hargadine tries to pick the pocket right over the blue line. Couldn't quite grab it though, and it's chipped ahead in the neutral zone. They'll dump it in. APS will send that behind the Pure Edge net. Pure Edge trying to clear it out of there. Can't quite find the handle, but it's cleared back. Kept in by APS. No call there, just lost an edge. Hargadine picks his pocket. He'll circle around Stewartson. Hargadine looking to chip it out. Goes off an APS stick. Chips up in the neutral zone. Hargadine plays it ahead to himself. Hargadine's got a little space. Tough angle. Hits the brakes, trying to create some space and time. You play it back to the point. Vanderpool. Vanderpool plays it back down, trying to get to Hargadine, but it's intercepted by APS. Poke check by Pure Edge. They keep the play alive. Lang trying to keep it in the zone, but it's tipped back on the neutral zone. Backhand pass, trying to get it ahead, intercepted. Pure Edge will bring it up the right side. Across the blue line, they'll dump it in the zone. Whole house change. Hargadine's on the bench. Moragas is out. Leith is out. Pure Edge resets to the neutral zone. Leith over to Vondra. Tipped. No icing call. Played behind the Pure Edge net. Moragas trying to pick it up. Poke check by APS, and Leith ends up with it. Leith trying to bring it up the sideboards, trying to get it out. Hodgson out there on the near boards in a battle. Moragas is there in support. APS comes away with it in the slot, looking for a backhand shot. They'll play back to the left D. Shot from the left D, right on target. Saved by Stewartson. It's kicked into the corner. APS picks up the rebound. They'll play it back to left D again, who pinches down way down low on the face-off dot. Picked off, though, and played ahead. Moragas trying to beat out the last defender. It's chipped ahead. Poke check by APS. They prevent the rush. No shot. Just chipped out of the zone. Moragas trying to keep it alive. Brown trying to play it ahead to himself. Brown's clear for a moment, but it's chipped away by APS. They break it across the neutral zone and into the blue line. Good back check there. One man back. Sweeping poke check there. Chips it away into the corner. APS plays it back. Face-off dot shot. Turned away by Leith. Another shot. Follow-up shot. Blocked by Stewartson on the right leg pad save. Kicked into the corner. Moragas trying to clear it out. Chipped ahead back into the zone, or back behind the net, I should say. APS picks up the puck, trying to get it set up, looking for a centering pass right in front, and a slot shot. Save Stewartson. Rebound right back to APS. Another save Stewartson. APS picks up the rebound, looking for the wraparound. Good pursuit by Brown back there to poke that away. Brown and Leith behind the net. Poke check by Masters. They break up the play. Brown will pick up the loose puck. Brown looking to clear it out. Tries to get it up the blue line. Doesn't quite get it out. Moragas trying to jump the line there, but APS keeps it alive. Shot saved by Stewartson. Stewartson on fire right now. Backhand attempt by Brown to get it out. Doesn't quite clear the zone, but Brown's got Moragas. He plays it up the sideboards of Moragas. Moragas has one man to beat, but a good poke check by APS there. Long shift for Pure Edge, folks. They're off the bench now. Fresh line change. It's played back to Phillips in the D zone. Phillips plays it over the sideboards, looking for Vondra. Vondra chips it ahead. Vondra plays it up for Majors. Just out of the reach, though, of Masters, and APS comes the other direction. APS across the blue line. Forced into the corner. Centering pass right in front. Picked up by Hargadine. Hargadine's got two men to beat. He's trying to go around him. He'll chip it ahead to himself. A dump and chase for his own pass. just across the red line before Hagedine could get there. A lot of action there before a whistle. 6:48 remaining in the first period. Faceoff will come back down in the pure edge zone. Still 1-0 APS after the early goal. Hagedine takes the drop. Brings it over to the right winger, tries to get it out of there. Can't quite get it out. Kept it with the left knee. One-timer coming, shot wide. Phillips tried to get a stick on it, so did Stevenson, but it was very wide left. Hagedine tried to chip it around a defender and get it out for a rush, but kept in by the left winger, or the left D, I should say. Puck caroms in the left or the right corner here. Sent around, looking for Hagedine or Stevenson, but kept in again by APS. They'll pinch down. Nobody on the left point here. Pure Edge can find a way to clear it out of there on the left side. Have a little space, but eventually APS rolls back and the defense covers it. Hagedine trying to get a little chip pass or a poke check there, but shot from the left D goes into the corner. Puck caroms behind the Pure Edge net. They'll break it out. Trying to play it off. Looking for Hagedine. It's tipped. No icing. They'll play away here. Puck goes into the corner. Hagedine in pursuit. Good forecheck by Hagedine. Hagedine looking for a centering pass. Plays it back to Weisner. Shot from Weisner right on target. Loose puck in front. Pure Edge had a couple looks there. Couldn't quite get it through. Good save by the APS goalie. They'll chip it ahead. Weisner plays it back to Stevenson. Stevenson plays it up to Hagedine on the right wing. Good cross-ice pass through the neutral zone. Hagedine heading back to the bench for a line change. Phillips, Stevenson, Hagedine off. Hodgson's on. Vanderpool's on. Hodgson trying to play it ahead through the neutral zone. Hodgson plays it ahead, dumps it in. Line change for Hunziger. Moragas behind the net, trying to keep the play alive. Langen on the blue line as well. Chipped ahead, though, by APS. APS trying to bring it ahead. They're across the blue line. Good back check there by Pure Edge. They'll play it up and out of the zone. It's over the blue line. Moragas trying to get a little advantage there. Poked back in by APS. Pure Edge resets. Weisner plays it ahead to Moragas. Moragas trying to toe drag it behind the defender, create some space, but it's picked off by APS. APS circles behind their own net. 4.5 minutes remaining in this first period. Pure Edge still down 1-0. APS will break it out to the neutral zone. Vanderpool collides the center ice, picks the pocket, sends it over to Brown. Brown chips it ahead to Moragas. Moragas had some space for a moment, but was poke checked all the way behind the net. He'll circle around. He'll try to create some space. APS trying to clear it out. It's kept in momentarily, but APS comes the other direction. Leith is back. Another defender. Moragas chips it ahead. Moragas and Brown, 2-on-1. Moragas gets around one defender. Shot goes off the back of Brown's leg. Looks like Moragas tried to get a good look there, but shot it off of Brown's leg. Didn't get a good look on the net. Pure Edge keeping the play alive, though. 3.5 minutes remaining. Trying to get a few more shots here, some more pressure in the offensive zone. Chipped ahead to center ice. Masters picks the pocket, turns around at center ice. Shot right off the leg pad, goes into the corner behind the net. Cycle back around by APS. APS trying to clear it out of there. Good pressure. Hagedine in support. APS eventually clears it out. Leith back checking. APS right in front. Save by Stewartson. What a save by Stewartson as APS got a good look on the dump and chase, and APS got into the zone. Brought it right across the crease. Got a good look on it. Stewartson was up for the challenge. He played the shooter, slid right across, right on target, and covered it up. Face off, controlled by Pure Edge. They'll send it around, looking for Masters. Masters taps it back to Phillips. Phillips trying to clear it out of there. Pinched on the boards by APS. They're keeping the play alive. Masters and Phillips on the sideboards. APS comes away with it momentarily. They play it back to the left D. Shot coming from the left D. Gets all the way through. Kicked away by Stewartson. Tipped along the way, but Stewartson had his leg pad there and kicked it out to the side. Pure Edge trying to play it ahead. Masters trying to get it to Hargadine, but tied up here on the near boards. Chipped ahead, though, and Hargadine comes away with it. Hargadine trying to get to the neutral zone. Chip back in by APS. Phillips will run after that. Phillips evades one defender, makes a good move, trying to play it over the sideboards. Just under the Pure Edge stick. No icing. Touched up by APS. Wiseman with a good forecheck, trying to keep the play in the zone. Does enough to disrupt the play. APS tries to reset the neutral zone, but chipped ahead to Stevenson. Stevenson flips it ahead. Sauce pass looking for Moragas, just over his stick. All the way to APS in their own zone. Weisner picks it up, plays it back to Stevenson. Stevenson trying to chip it ahead to Hodgson. Loose puck picked up by APS, chipped away by Lang. Lang trying to get it over to Hodgson. Hodgson picks his pocket, trying to backhand it out of the zone. Doesn't quite get it out. APS keeps the play alive, looking for a shot. Good poke check there by Weisner to disrupt that. Hodgson trying to play it out. He does get it out over the blue line. Hodgson clears the zone. Lang picks up the loose puck, trying to play it ahead. Just kept in barely by APS. They pinched hard on the boards there and kept it in. APS looking for a centering pass, forced into the corner by Stevenson. Stevenson with good pressure there. Chipped ahead to Lang. Lang trying to blow through some coverage there and get it out of the zone. Kept in by APS though. They come down to the face-off dot. Shot coming. Stewartson right in the glove and he hangs on to it. 42 seconds remaining in the period. Saved by Stewartson on the glove side. He'll cover it up for a face-off here with just under a minute remaining. Face-off controlled by APS, but they win it all the way back across the blue line. They'll have to reset and clear the zone. Vanderpool trying to poke check it ahead to Brown. Brown trying to get some separation. He gets over the blue line. Brown with a tough angle shot. Shoots it behind the net. 25 seconds remaining. Puck remains in the APS zone. Pure Edge trying to keep it alive. Chipped in the neutral zone. APS rushing ahead. Lang with a good poke check, but APS gets around it. Looking for a shot. Glove save by Stewartson. Unbelievable. Shot right onto the glove side. Looked like it had a little gap there by the post. Glove saved by Stewartson. He hangs on. 10.7 seconds on the arena clock. Face off just outside Stewartson. Pure Edge needs to win the face off and play it back. Prevent one more rush by APS. Possibly enough time for their own rush. Puck caroms off to the side. Brown in pursuit. APS trying to set something up. 2 seconds remaining. That'll wind down the period. 1-0 APS after that first period. Pretty evenly matched. One goal by APS puts them up 1-0 heading into the second. Pure Edge had their chances to find a way to create just a little bit more in that second period. Teams will flip the ice. Pure Edge heads the other direction. period underway here in a minute. Pure Edge trying to claw back. Weisner, right wing. Hargadine takes the face off. Moragas on left wing. Loose puck controlled by APS. They fire a shot right on target. Stewartson turns it away. APS plays it back to the right D. Shot coming from the right D. Gets all the way through. Pad save. Stewartson kicks it in the corner. Weisner picks it up, trying to play it ahead to Hargadine. Couldn't quite get it out of the zone. Loose puck played off the boards. Hargadine streaking. Moragas tried to get it up to him, but APS picked up the puck. Back in the zone. Shot over the crossbar. Pure Edge played around this far corner behind their own net. Moragas trying to chip it ahead now. Kept in by APS. They'll send it around behind Stewartson. Weisner picks it up. Weisner reset, plays it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine chipping it ahead, trying to get it to Moragas. Great attempt there. Hargadine trying to get it up to Moragas. Last second poke check by APS. Moragas was streaking. Had an opportunity there, just couldn't get it through the traffic. Icing will be the call if it gets across the line. They wave it off. Pure Edge runs it down. Nobody set in their own zone. Looking for Moragas, goes off the ref. Got a lucky break there. Could have been an icing. Moragas gets around the slot. Shot coming. Plays it behind the net. Brown back there with Moragas trying to pick up the loose puck. Hargadine in pursuit. APS plays around all three Pure Edge players, and they clear the zone. Brown chases it down, trying to backhand it back in the neutral zone. Doesn't quite get it out. APS with a shot here. Skate through a bunch of traffic. Loose puck right in front. Good poke check there by Pure Edge to keep that out of the zone, or keep it out of the slot, I should say. Bouncing rebound, trickled to the slot. Hargadine picks up the puck behind his own net, plays it across ice, trying to get it out. Kept in by APS, shot coming, good poke check there though. Brown with the poke check, I believe. Kept that shot from being on target. Good poke check by Brown. Great effort to keep that shot from having too much heat on it. Pure Edge clears it through the neutral zone, trying to chip it ahead to Hargadine, but couldn't quite get it up to his stick. Picked off by APS. Vondrick on with Leith on D. Brown, Masters. And looks like Major's on for the forward line. Puck behind the APS net, I should say. Master trying to chase it down. Trying to chip it back and get it back to the right D for a shot. No call there as Masters got sent down to the ice. Clear checking from behind. Now there's a delayed call here. Let's see what happened. Maybe they had a delayed penalty up. They'll bring him off. APS going to the box. Boarding call for APS. That creates a power play. Vanderpool comes on. Hargadine, Weisner, Moragas, Vondrick. Hargadine looking for Moragas in the slot, but chipped away and cleared out by APS. APS clears it all the way back into the Pure Edge zone. Both circle behind their own net. Drop pass from Moragas. Moragas skates around one defender. He'll break it out himself over the blue line. Moragas through the center ice. Drop pass over for Hargadine. Hargadine trying to create some space. Poke check comes over to Weisner. Weisner trying to sauce it over to Hargadine. Hargadine all alone in the corner here. Shot coming right on target. And they blow the whistle. The ref lost it. It was clearly not covered up, but the ref lost it. Nevertheless, the whistle blows. Minute 24 remaining in the power play. Weisner, Moragas, Hargadine are your forwards. Vondrick and Vanderpool on D. Pure Edge wins the faceoff. Comes back to the left point. Shot. Bouncer right in front. Loose puck. Couple attempts at it. Hargadine trying to dig it out of behind the net. Couple good saves there. Kept in by Vondrick. Vondrick pinches down, throws it back into the face-off circle. Weisner back to Hargadine. Hargadine couldn't get a handle on it. Picked off by APS. APS tried to send it around. Vanderpool pinches down, tries to keep it in. Loose puck sent out. Eventually cleared the zone. Pure Edge will reset. Vondruk on the blue line. He'll dump it back in. Hargadine on the bench. Hodgin goes in. Brown goes in, actually. Hodgin comes back. Brown goes in. APS behind their own net. Weisner back there. Good tie-up. Brown. Vanderpool, I should say. And Weisner trying to tie him up in the APS and free up the puck. They break it free. Trying to get a centering pass. They play it over. Vanderpool plays it back to the point. Back to Vondruk. Vondruk backhands it ahead, trying to keep the play alive. Vanderpool shot behind the net. Moragas trying to keep the play alive, but APS breaks it out on the right side. Short-handed opportunity here. Shot coming. Saved by Stewartson. What a save by Stewartson. Great move by APS. Stewartson up for the challenge. Brown and Hodgin across the blue line. They'll bring it back in. Brown tied up in the corner, plays it back, looking for Moragas, but poke checked away by APS. APS plays it over to the right side, or the left side, I should say, and they clear the zone. That'll be an icing call as the man advantage is over, so no more opportunity to ice. APS with the icing call brings the face-off back down in the APS zone with 9.5 minutes remaining. Pure Edge still trying to notch that first goal of the game and tie it up. Masters plays it over in the slot looking for Hodgin. Hodgin couldn't pull the trigger. APS breaks it through the neutral zone. Shot coming, tough angle behind the net. APS keeps it on the left D, dumps it in the corner. Poke checked away by Brown. Brown will try to skate it out across the blue line. Brown, Hodgin, and Masters skating ahead. Brown across the blue line, trying to get through some traffic. Poke checked by APS, though, and they clear the zone. Masters picks up the loose puck. He plays it back to Phillips. Phillips on the blue line. Plays a cross-ice pass for Majors. Majors across the blue line. Shot, slap shot, turned away by the APS goalie. APS trying to play it out. Comes back to Phillips. Phillips slaps it ahead, right in front to Brown. Can they tuck it in and they score? Phillips sends it ahead to Brown in a second attempt. Brown tucks it in. 1-1. Pure Edge ties it up. Good pressure by Pure Edge there as they kept their play going. APS tried to clear it on the left point. Phillips kept it in, shot it down low. Brown took it around the goalie and a couple whacks at it, and they tuck it in. 1-1. Pure Edge has tied the game here with 8:43 remaining in the second period. New life for Pure Edge here. New game. Halfway through the second period, halfway through the game. Reset the script here. Hargadine to take the face off. Weisner on the left wing. Majors on the right wing. Loose puck corralled eventually by Hargadine. Hargadine brings it across the red line, across the blue line into the zone. Streak around the face-off dot, trying to get a centering pass, played off the goalie's stick. And we'll get a quick face-off here. Face-off controlled by APS. They'll circle behind their own net, trying to clear it out. Weisner kept it in. Poke check there by Weisner. Pure Edge eventually breaks it out, though, through the neutral zone and across the face-off dot on the far side, trying to get a shot, but poked away. Weisner playing it ahead, just trying to break it out there, looking for a centering pass. Couldn't quite get it through the zone. Looking for Hargadine there, couldn't get it through the traffic. Weisner with a good stick. Frees up the puck, plays it back up the neutral zone. APS returns the favor, though. They jump back in. Shot coming, blocked. Couldn't get it on target. They're trying to chip it ahead to Hargadine, but just out of his reach. APS picks up the puck. They'll reset in the neutral zone. They'll double back in across the blue line. Played up to Hargadine. Hargadine trying to backhand it out of some traffic. They'll skate it over the red line. In the zone, clear, on sides, I should say. Top of the slot, shot doesn't get through, loose puck in front. Backhand attempt coming, slides all the way to the right side. Hargadine picks up the loose puck. He's in the corner trying to set up. Lang back on D, calling for the puck. Lang will pinch down, tries to play it ahead. Shot on goal, turned away by the goalie. Chipped up and over the zone. Pure Edge will reset at center ice. They'll dump it back in. Pure Edge applying pressure here, trying to keep the play alive in the APS zone. They'll eventually clear it out on the right side. Stevenson and Leith on D. Stevenson will chase that back into the near corner. Actually, I don't think that was Stevenson. My apologies there. Leith on the near corner. On D. Finn Majors brings in on the right side. Shot turned away by the goalie. Vondrick was the left D on that one. Leith plays it over to Vondrick. Chip back ahead by Hodgin. Hodgin dumps it in the zone. Masters picks up the loose puck in the near corner. Trying to chip it ahead, bangs it off the side of the net. Loose puck picked up by Moragas. He'll try the wraparound. He'll play it back to the left D. Chipped all the way ahead to the neutral zone, though. Leith rushing back on D. Good back check. Shot wide behind the net. Puck caroms back to the left D. Chipped in by APS. They keep the play alive. Leith back in the corner. He's in a battle trying to keep the play alive. Moragas comes away with it. Leith up to Moragas. Moragas gets through some traffic. Moragas trying to skate through and chip it over. He's got Masters over there. Couldn't quite get it to him. Right off the bench, though, is Vondrick and Brown. They keep the play alive. Puck chips just ahead out of the zone. Leith will have to reset. A couple players in the zone. Couldn't quite dump it in. Pure Edge trying to keep the play alive on the far side there. Still in the zone. Loose puck, eventually chipped out by APS. They'll try to carry it over Leith with a good back check. Or poke check, I should say, but it's kicked ahead by APS. Turned away by Stewartson. Puck right in front, kicked away. Eventually over through the slot to Masters. Good play by Stewartson. Shot just left of the net. That'll be an icing call. 4:50 remaining in the second period. After the icing call, play comes back down the Pure Edge zone. Face off controlled by Pure Edge. Weisner trying to skate it out, just ran into a little bit of traffic, almost had a clean break there. Majors and Weisner on the forecheck. APS returns the favor. Good back check there. Pure Edge picks the pocket, trying to play it up the boards out of the neutral zone. Poke back in though by APS. Pure Edge will reset behind their own net. Stevenson back there in a battle. Stevenson plays it over to Hargadine. Hargadine sends it around the boards. He's looking for Weisner. Weisner trying to play through some traffic. Can't quite get it out of there. Kept back in by APS. Stevenson picks up the puck behind his own net. He looks to play it up the sideboard for Hargadine. He does get it to Hargadine. Hargadine across the blue line through the neutral zone. Hargadine around one defender. Looking for someone in the slot. Got Weisner there. Hargadine corrals the puck in the near corner. Looking for some separation. Turns, fires, trying to play back in the corner, but kept in by, or kicked out, I should say, by APS. APS clears the zone. Weisner picks it up. He'll dump it in after Pure Edge sets up. Back in the neutral zone and clears the offsides. Vanderpool keeps it in. He'll dump it around behind the net. Centering pass attempt, looking for Hodgin. Hodgin set up shop in the slot there. Couldn't get the pass to him. Hodgin trying to play it back. APS poke check, sends it away the other direction there across the blue line. Stevenson back 2-on-1 break. Right in front, and Stewartson disrupted that play with a poke check on his own stick. Sent the shot wide. Stevenson sends it up looking for Moragas. Moragas trying to outskate his defender. He'll pick up the loose puck. Shot turned away by the APS goalie. 3 minutes remaining in the second period. Puck cleared down by APS all the way to the other end. Tip, no icing call. Stevenson picks it up and circles behind his own net, trying to clear it out of there. Tie up in the far boards. Moragas there in support with Brown. Brown comes away with it. Brown trying to chip it ahead to Moragas. Poke check by APS. Good poke check. Brown had Moragas on the run. Couldn't quite get it to him. Another poke check by APS. Disrupts the play. Vanderpool here trying to chip it in. Sorry about that. Little glitch there in the action. Apologies. I'm not sure what happened on the phone there, but we're back in action here. It might have been an internet blip. APS plays back on the slot. Shot blocked by Phillips' skate. Kicks into the corner. Pure Edge trying to clear it out. Minute and a half remaining in the second period. Weisner plays it ahead to Brown. Brown chips it ahead to Master. Master streaking on the right side, trying to get it through the traffic. He's tied up in the corner, goes down. They play it back to the point. Phillips tries to keep it in. He chips it ahead, looking for Weisner. Weisner trying to play it ahead of the slot. He play it back to Phillips. Phillips trying to keep the play alive. Phillips chips it ahead to Weisner. They keep the play alive. Weisner chipping it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine trying to create some space in the corner. Hargadine in a battle, trying to keep it alive with Weisner. He's trying to get it into the slot. They play it around to Lang. Lang trying to keep it in. He dumps it back into the corner. Puck chipped all the way to the neutral zone. Phillips resets. Phillips will circle around, trying to evade some traffic. We'll chip it up on the boards, looking for Hargadine. Poke check by APS, can't get it through the traffic. Moragas picks up the loose puck. Moragas picks it up. Pure Edge is onside. Moragas across the blue line, gets around one defender. It's a slot. One man to beat. Couldn't pull it back. Tried to toe drag it back for a shot. Picked off. Kept in though by Pure Edge. Play is still alive. APS will break it out the other direction. They're across the neutral zone. 12 seconds remaining in the second period. APS across the blue line, 2-on-2 break. Phillips takes his man into the corner, centering pass in the slot. Chipped away by Lang. Second and a half, and that'll do it. Pure Edge gets it tied up in the second period. Chipping away at it. Couldn't quite pull the trigger and find the handle, I should say, for the next goal. A lot of opportunities. See what they can do in the third period here as we head in. New game. 15 minutes remaining. Yes, we have a guest in the studio, folks.
Thank you, Chad Phillips, for everything you do.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. Just appreciate the opportunity. Jordan Hargadine here in the studio, folks. In between periods here, 15 seconds to go between second and third period. Pure Edge ties it up, looking for a chance to make some separation here, maybe get a goal. A little breathing room in the third period. We'll see what happens. 2-0 on the pool play so far, heading into bracket play on Sunday, looking for that third victory.
Got to pick it up here. We got to push the tempo a little bit more this third period. I think they'll be fine.
Need to keep it. Yep, keep the high pace going. Wear them out. That's generally been the Pure Edge and the KC Mavs model here. Wear them out in the third period. A lot of good conditioning. Third period is our period. Let's see what happens here. Pure Edge ready to go. New game. 15 minutes to go. Let's see what we can do.
Go get them.
Pure Edge controls the face-off. They play it over the left winger. Weisner picks it up, immediately jumps across the blue line, creating some space for himself, sends it over to Moragas in the corner. Moragas in the corner picks up the puck, trying to keep that tempo alive. They play it back to the left D, but just over the blue line. Go reset. Went off the skater. Vanderpool couldn't quite corral it. He plays it up to Brown. Brown across the blue line. Poke check back out of the zone, though. Moragas will reset. Moragas chips it back in. Backhand, trying to get into the zone. Picked off by APS, and they'll send it the other direction. Pure Edge resets behind their own goal, plays it up the sideboards. Weisner Through the zone, in the neutral zone, looking for Moragas. Couldn't quite get it ahead, but Brown picks off the clearing attempt. Goes off the skate of Moragas after the chip pass by Brown. Play still alive in the neutral zone. Eventually kicked ahead by APS. APS in the far corner, trying to set something up. Plenty of pure edge players there, disrupting the play. Goes off the skate, or a shin guard, I should say, of a APS player. Slap shot coming from the right D, right in front. Backhand off the post. Another save by Stewartson. He keeps it out of the net. Brown trying to poke it ahead. Doesn't quite get it out. APS keeps the play alive. And Pure Edge eventually clears the zone. It's waved off, no icing, chipped at center ice. APS will reset. Vondrek and Leithron on D. Masters, Hodgson, and Hargadon are your forwards. APS breaks it out to the neutral zone. Across the blue line, poke check there by Masters. Disrupts the play. Shot coming wide left, goes into the far corner. APS runs down their own rebound. Hodgson with the poke check, trying to disrupt the play there, trying to get it ahead. Looking to free it up for Hargadon. Hargadon comes away with the puck across the blue line. He'll create some space for himself. He'll dump it in the corner and head back to the bench. Weisner's on for Hargadon. APS reset in their own zone, trying to clear it out. Forecheck by Weisner, but they chip it around him. Leith is back on D. Good poke check there by Pure Edge, trying to get it around. Leg pad save, forced him in the far corner. Good play there by Stewartson. Pass over the face-off dot. Shot coming. Glove save by Stewartson. Good play by Will Stewartson there to track that puck. Glove save and no rebound. Off control by Pure Edge. Brown will try to break it out across the line. He chips it ahead looking for Moragas. Just out of Moragas' reach. He'll try to run it down, get a shot. Moragas does get it. Backhand attempt. Second attempt. Covered up by the APS goalie. Great attempt there by Moragas as he ran down a chip pass. Got there in time to make a play. Initial save by the APS goalie and another attempt by Moragas. Eventually covered up. Pressure there by Pure Edge. Face-off controlled by APS. They try to clear it out. They played up the centerman across the blue line through the neutral zone. Good back check there by Phillips and Weisner to disrupt that play. Centering pass comes all the way back to the left D. Disrupted. Loose puck in front, and they score! Bouncing puck all the way past Stewartson. Looked like he clearly saw it, but just out of his reach. Kind of a redirect, a bouncer, a slow bouncer, just couldn't quite get to it. It trickled into the right side of the net. Just under 12 minutes remaining, and APS goes up 2-1. Moragas controls the face-off, jumps right across the blue line immediately, looking to break around the traffic, goes right in front. Loose puck, eventually cleared out by APS. Moragas had some good pressure there. Leg pad save and turned away by the APS goalie, and they'll rush the other direction. Backhand shot goes in the near corner. Weisner trying to chip it out of the zone. Kept in by APS momentarily. Moragas here on the battle, trying to poke it out of the zone, but it kept in by APS. Good poke check there by Weisner, though. He gets it up and out of the zone, and Moragas eventually clears it. Moragas heads to the bench. Hargadon on. Finn Majors on. We're going to stop it in play here. It looked like the puck went up and over the glass. Hargadon will take the face off. We got a couple too many, or one too many, I should say, players on the ice. No, actually, we did have too many. Two too many, I should say. Leaf plays it ahead to the right winger. Trying to get it over to Hargadine. Poke check though by APS. They'll disrupt that play. 11 minutes remaining in the third period. Peerage needs to tie it up here. APS fans on a centering pass. Poke check by Hargadine. Shot, and they score over the, sorry about the camera there, over the left side, top left corner. APS beats Stewartson above the stick side. Top shelf to make it 3-1. Quick pressure there and a quick shot in the slot. They beat Stewartson over the blocker side, high in the corner. That makes it 3-1. Plenty of time left, but Peerage has the work cut out. APS wins the faceoff, immediately jumps across the blue line. Trying to set something up, they'll send it back to the right D. APS looking for a shot. Poke check in front, doesn't quite get through. Pick up their own rebound though, and they play it out to the D-man, but Hargadine picks it up, chips it ahead through the neutral zone. Hargadine trying to get through some traffic, couldn't quite get through the traffic there, poked away by APS. APS resets in the neutral zone. It's played off of a shin guard, kept alive. Masters will chase it down behind the APS net, I should say. Trying to play it over to Hargadine. APS was there. They'll clear the zone and reset. They'll come the other direction. Good back check by Masters. He chips it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine trying to get around some traffic. Trying to play it off the boards. Got a weird bounce fender. He pulls it back to himself. Resets the red line. He'll head back to the bench. He dumps it in the zone. Brown on. Hargadine off. 9.5 minutes remaining. Peerage trying to set something up. Brown gets tripped up. APS trying to break it out. They play it off the right winger's skate. Vondick with a good back check there. Clearing attempt by Peerage, intercepted at center ice. APS breaks in the zone. They're across the blue line looking for a shot from the faceoff dot. Leg pad saved by Stewartson. APS plays it around behind the net looking for another shot. Glove saved by Stewartson. He hangs on. Stewartson trying to keep him in the game here. If Peerage can come away with a goal, chip away at this. Still plenty of time. Peerage plays behind the net looking for Lang. Lang overskates it. Phillips digs it out of the corner trying to play it back to Weisner, but picked off by APS. Weisner in support in the corner. Phillips back in there. He'll body up his man. Comes out to Weisner. Weisner chips it ahead, trying to get it to Moragas, trying to get it out of the zone. Chip back in. APS trying to control it in the corner. Phillips ties up another man in the corner. Shot off the side of the net by APS. Looking for a centering pass. Lang and Phillips on D. Comes right in front of the crease. Phillips chips it back out. Comes back to the left D. Over to the right D. One-timer. Doesn't get through. Phillips picks off the shot. He'll skate it out. He plays it up to Moragas. Chip pass to Moragas is poked away at the last second. Moragas trying to play it around. Defender, but couldn't clear it. Phillips plays it over to Weisner. Weisner trying to chip it ahead through some traffic. Moragas and Weisner on the near boards, but picked up by APS. They enter the zone. Phillips plays the man into the corner, forces a bad pass by APS. Picked up by Weisner. They clear the zone. Weisner's got Moragas. Sauce pass up looking for Moragas over a stick. Just too far. It goes in the corner though. He picks it up. They'll try to reset, keep the play alive, but APS breaks out the other direction. Stevenson's back on D. Good back check there by Peerage. Stevenson picks the pocket, plays it up off the sideboards. Good back check by Hargadine as well. He gets tripped up. Peerage plays it ahead over the blue line, but APS picks up the loose puck. And they'll break it out the other direction. Hargadine back checking. Vanderpool in support as well in the near corner. Just over 7 minutes remaining. Peerage down 3-1, looking for another goal to close the gap. And we'll get a boarding call here. It looks like somebody from Peerage will go off. Check the penalty here. Majors comes off. 6:57 remaining. Finn Majors will serve 2 minutes. Pure Edge will kill a penalty here. The ref goes down right after the face-off, gets tangled up. He's slow to get up. Still on the ice. APS right in front, saved by Stewartson. They're trying to kick it out of there, covered up momentarily, and they'll blow the whistle. Ref lost the side of the puck, so they blow the whistle. Actually, a fairly loose puck. They blow the play dead after the ref, who had previously been on the ice for the first 5, 6, 7 seconds of that shift, he lost sight of it, so they blew it dead. Face-off controlled by APS, comes back to the right D, but picked off there as Vondrek picks the pass off. Vondrek and Moragas streaking in. Vondrek pulls up, trying to get a centering pass, but picked off by APS. This tells you how close the teams are in these AAA summer tournaments. A lot of showcase teams with some all-star kids. APS 0-2 in the tournament so far, but played close games, and they've scored the second most goals of any team in the tournament so far. Giving Pure Edge all they can handle here in this third game of pool play. APS skates it across the blue line in the Pure Edge zone. Leaf and Weisner are back. Shot all the way through the crease. Stewartson was ready, but it trickled all the way over the crease. Shot from the right D doesn't get through. Loose puck trying to poke it out. Weisner trying to get it out of the zone, but kept in inside the blue line. Centering pass in the slot. Poke check by Leaf. Hargadine chips it out of the way before APS can get a second shot off. APS still controls. They'll play it back to the right D. Hargadine in pursuit. APS comes away. Shot, tip, score! Great tip shot there on the power play goal by APS. That makes it 4-1. The right D pinched down, made a move on Hargadine, went around him and put a off-target shot right on the stick of the player in the slot. He chipped it in and beat Stewartson on the redirect. And that makes it 4-1 with just over 5 minutes remaining. A little more breathing room there for APS. 0-2 to start the tournament so far, but they are giving Pure Edge all they can handle here in this third game of pool play. Hunziger in a battle. Shot on target. Phillips and Lang back on D. Stewartson kicks that aside. Lang in a battle behind the net. Phillips sets up in front of the net. Pure Edge trying to clear the zone, can't quite get it out. Phillips in a battle behind his own net, plays it ahead. Chipped over the zone. Masters trying to rush through. Collected though by APS. Offsides as they call, as APS had a player over the zone just ahead of the puck. Reset the clock here. 4:23 remaining in the third period. Pure Edge finds themselves down 3 goals for the first time in the tournament. Lang trying to clear it out, doesn't quite get it out. Brown picks up the loose puck. Can't corral it either. Left D keeps it in for APS. They'll play it behind the Pure Edge net. Backhand attempt up to Moragas. Moragas trying to get some separation. He's got Hargadine streaking, trying to get around him. Hargadine's on sides. He comes in the slot. Moragas to Hargadine. Hargadine corrals the puck. Trying to bring it around the net. Plays it right in front. And Brown scores! Brady Brown right in front on the pass back into the slot. Moragas and Hargadine played it back to Brown after a couple give and goes. Brown was in the slot. Pass right in the crease. Brown connects. 4-2 with just under 4 minutes remaining. So you're telling me there's a chance? Argadine trying to jump through the traffic there after the face-off. Quick reversal by APS. APS trying to set something up. Can't get it through the traffic. They play it back to the right D. Shot coming from the right D. Tipped by Brown. Goes into the corner. Pure Edge will try to break it out. Trying to send it up to Brown or Argadine. Can't get it out of the zone. Argadine chips it ahead. It comes up to Brown. Poke check by APS, though, interrupts it, but Argadine returns a favor. He plays it ahead to Moragas. Moragas plays it back, trying to get it to himself, get a little separation. Good poke check there by APS, though. And they disrupt the play. APS trying to break it out. It's picked off by Argadine. Argadine trying to keep it alive. He plays it back to Moragas. Moragas right in the slot, looking for Brown. Kept alive by Pure Edge momentarily, but chipped out by APS. Good back check by Pure Edge. We've got two people caught off guards here. Vanderpool across the line. Vanderpool on his knees trying to play it over to Moragas in the slot. APS with a good back check, though. They disrupt the play. They'll rush the other direction. Vondrick back on D. Argadine back on D. Force him to the outside shot. Leg pad saved by Stewartson. Turn around, fire shot, and they score. Just out of the camera there. Sorry about that, but a loose puck picked up by APS in the top of the slot. They beat Stewartson on the glove side low, just outside the pad. He was down the butterfly, couldn't quite get there. That makes it 5-2. With 2.5 minutes remaining. Masters trying to chase down the puck after the face-off. Comes over to Hunzinger. Hunzinger chips ahead to center ice. Picked up by APS. Clog it up in the neutral zone. Weisner trying to free up some space, but it's chipped across the center ice. And APS will recollect that, trying to set something up back in the neutral zone themselves. Good poke check by Weisner, though. He keeps it alive. They play it back to Masters. Masters looking for a shot. Shot was blocked. Doesn't get through the traffic. APS breaks it out across the blue line. APS across the red line. 3 men back for Pure Edge. Goes off the skate of Phillips. Phillips in the near corner here forces his man to separate the puck. Picked up by Pure Edge. They try to clear it out. Doesn't quite get out. Lang trying to clear it up. Smacked off the boards. Loose puck bouncing around. Picked up by APS in their own zone. 90 seconds remaining in the game. Hodgson trying to play it out. He plays it up to Masters. Not quite out. Shot coming. He chips it back in. APS keeps the play alive. Hodgson there in the near corner trying to dig it out. Masters in support. Wraparound attempt. Stewartson's there. Blocker save. Covers it up. 50 seconds remaining. Certainly looking like Pure Edge will drop this one and go to 2-1. However, 2-1 will be good enough to get them in the Final Four for tomorrow, which would guarantee 2 games tomorrow. Top 4 teams will play in the Final Four in the morning. Winners go on to the championship game. Losers of the Final Four play for 3rd place. Argadine right in front. Good pass, shot, blocker save, or I should say leg pad save by the APS goalie. 20 seconds remaining. Pure Edge trying to tack one more on, but couldn't quite get it through the traffic there. Good save by the APS goalie. They streak the other direction. Vondrick runs it down. 10 seconds remaining, trying to clear the zone for Pure Edge. Kept in on the point. Vanderpool kicks it ahead, looking for Brown. Brown and Argadine in support. And that'll do it. Pure Edge drops their 3rd game of pool play. That sends Pure Edge to 2-1 for their final record on pool play. That will be enough for the Final Four. APS 1-2 We'll check the standings, but likely will not play pool play, which is interesting that Pure Edge moves on and goes to the Final Four, and APS, who just knocked off Pure Edge, will not be there. But nevertheless, that's the way it works. Pure Edge will have 2 games tomorrow. I believe 9:30 or so. Winners will play around 1:30 or so. So the Final Four has a pair of games at different rinks. 9:30. Winners will move on to the championship game. The losers of the morning games will play for a 3rd place game. 2 games guaranteed for Pure Edge tomorrow. We'll see you back at, I believe, Richfield again. Same rink, or same facility. I'm not sure which sheet of ice, but we are still at Richfield again. Tomorrow morning at 9:30. Winners move on to the championship. Morning game losers move on to the 3rd place game. 2 games tomorrow for Pure Edge. They finish the pool play 2-1, dropping this game 5-2 to APS. We will see you tomorrow morning.